My bad. Just like that, we here. We living a life like it's golden.
Like my hair.
Your hair is golden. Uh-oh.
I got us.
Living my life like it's golden. Welcome to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm your brother, John.
And this is Qiana.
And this program is being brought to you as part of the New Image Project of the Community Development and Training Center, a.k.a. See That?
See That.
And we like to thank y'all for tuning in, helping us to redefine what's cool, because smart is
the new
gangsta.
Baby.
And
if y'all didn't know,
now you know.
Don't you know
no good. That came up for me too.
You know, it's funny how like we're so in sync.
Yeah.
Because we saw Jabbar, Mr. Edmond, and we both thought of Roscoe Jenkins.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we was like, okay. Yeah, you're right. Like I guess 5 years of
this and
3 days a week and then outside of the space. Yeah. It does kind of let you know where people are, where they at. So y'all tap in, man. Tell a friend. I want to say thank you to the people on YouTube, because our YouTube growth has been phenomenal, man. People subscribing to the page. We're seeing more people on the YouTube. We popping. We are popping. So if you want to be a part of the popping, you can actually join us. So help us reach our goal. We're trying to get to like 500 subscribers on YouTube. So go to YouTube, subscribe to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club page. We appreciate it.
We need to have something. We need to come up with a name for our community.
Okay.
Because like Peach got the Peach Pack.
Yeah.
You know, Beyonce got the Beehive.
Okay. Nicki Minaj got the Barbs.
Right.
I see what you did there.
We need to figure, like, if y'all can think of a name.
Help us define our tribe. Help us name the tribe. Let's name the tribe. Yeah. How about that? The tribe. Let us know what you think.
So it's this good old
Peanut,
Friday.
what's good? It is. It's Freestyle Friday.
Good morning, Tim.
It's a lot going on.
It's the Friday before Black Friday.
The Friday before, so next Friday is Black Friday.
Yes.
But if you're black, every Friday is Black Friday.
Woo, woo.
Whoop, whoop.
Every day that end in a Y.
Yeah, every day that end in a Y. Okay, yes. Every day is a black day. I'm gonna add that to
every day that end in a Y is a black day.
To my lexicon.
Mm-hmm.
The Berg. That's it. Yeah. The Berg is our tribe, man. Good morning, Tiffany. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. The community club. Okay, they coming in.
Woo, woo. I like it. Okay, come on, keep on.
The community club. Help us with some names. We're gonna name the tribe, man. But it's amazing. And you said you have an anniversary, right? Next year?
Next year.
It's
5 years.
5 year anniversary.
5 years. It'll be in February.
February. Okay.
Yes.
Because was it after the Pretty Girl takeover?
It was right after, and that was during the Super Bowl weekend.
Yeah. And so you came after. We debriefed, right?
Right, because the Pretty Girl takeover was that Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
And then we did. I think it was the next day. Was it? Because we were doing
Sundays.
Sunday,
yeah, right?
And so we came in that Sunday.
Okay, and talked about what happened that Saturday.
Yeah. I think it was like either it was that Sunday or the following Sunday.
Okay.
One of them.
Okay, but it was in January, February.
Yep.
And then it was like, you know what? Yeah, you're pretty good. Why don't you stick around? Stay with us. Hang out with us.
Hey, Twin Flame.
Yeah, and you've been bringing balance to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club ever since. So it's a lot happening, man, in St. Pete. It's Freestyle Friday. What's on y'all mind? Y'all help us out with this show today. So y'all see Mr. Edmond is not with us yet.
Yeah, we're gonna put it out there.
He's not with us yet. So somebody hit Mr. Edmond up and tell him get out that bed. Good morning, sweetie.
Or everybody at the same time.
Yeah.
Let's think like Mr. Edmond is gonna be here, and and he's gonna feel it.
Yeah, we finna send energy. We finna send him
energy his
way.
Yeah,
for him to be here. And he'll be here. Look, shaking his head. So we have her. Okay, so thank you. Miss Peanut was there. We have her on that Sunday. Then after the show, we
work together, join the show. Yeah,
we work together, join the show. Yeah, that's how it happened. Though it's definitely a moment in Tampa Bay history.
Mr. Edmond and Reno showed up. For the Pretty Girl takeover.
Okay.
And it started raining that morning. It was raining.
So what was the Pretty Girl takeover for those who
the Pretty Girl takeover was a day party concert for Super Bowl weekend.
That's when it was here in Tampa.
It was here in Tampa. And if y'all know anything about that weekend, this was like right when COVID was kind of ending. Everybody was still like, they had all the ordinance and all that other stuff, because this is 2021.
Okay, gotcha.
Going in there. So,
Yeah,
2020, we was all locked down.
Yes.
The beginning of 2020, because remember, they didn't even think they were going to have the Super Bowl where people can come.
Yeah, that's right. That was a big deal.
It was a big deal. Yeah. And so to go when they pulled and said, okay, we're going to do it. We did it. And we had Mulatto, we had Trina, we had Qiana, Cheyenne.
And that was when she was Mulatto. She's Lotto now. Right?
Yeah, but this was Mulatto at that time. But she Big Lotto.
She Big Lotto now. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And like that was and it was successful. And a lot of stuff, got canceled or stuff didn't go as planned that weekend. But this was a successful event. And because it rained and people still came out, and it was an outside venue.
Oh yeah. So it was a pretty good.
It was a pretty girl takeover
for sure. Yeah, that was some times, man. You think about it now, it's like 2020, like it was 5 years ago.
Right,
it was 5 years ago, and that was a lot of things changed in that period. Like that was George Floyd was happening, during that season. The rent, too damn high. Like we was on that campaign, really trying to do something about rent control. We were doing a lot of eviction outreach, like literally going door to door.
People found out a lot about themselves when they were at home.
Yeah, relationships.
Got stronger, or a lot of them broke.
Yeah, a lot of people. Yeah.
Yeah, they just could,
a lot of people broke just mentally. Like,
oh, they did.
That was heavy, man. The changes to the school system. Like, I think we still seeing that, because I believe I think Bubba was in kindergarten. A pre-K, but he couldn't go to schools, and so kids that missed the first couple of years of school, or they started school virtually,
and it was
and they've been saying the reports of how those children are doing is not good.
Because they actually detached from society and the world, and if you wasn't intentional about your children interaction, you can see where the delays are at with it. Yeah, people missed prom for the first time.
Yeah. Oh, my daughter, her graduation. She didn't do what I think it was prom. One of them, she was like, her senior experience was like not ideal because it was COVID, so they missed a lot of stuff. It was just a hard time. So we here though.
Yeah, we here.
And we made it.
And the good thing is we're able to talk about it. We're able to talk about it. Yeah. And even though there's some bumps and hurdles, people are still thriving.
Yeah. Was it anything, would you say, positive or good that came out of that experience that, like, okay, the silver lining of it? You
got to spend time with your family. Like, this made people, good or bad, which is a good thing, reconnect with the people that matter the most. Yeah. Because you had to spend time. You had to be creative to do that. I know, like, my aunt was sick, and then we went, and a lot of people did the car line birthdays.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
Like we went and did that to let people know.
We did that for Miss Winnie Foster when she was at Attitude, where my wife was at, and we did that for her. Like they did a drive through, and you're right.
So there was a lot, like we talk about like the downside, but there was a lot of strengthening that happened during that. And then people became creative. Yeah. You saw new businesses come to life during this time. True. Because, people couldn't work.
Yeah. So you had to get creative, and
a lot of work at home positions came. And so,
Yeah, it was. You're right. And it's Freestyle Friday, y'all. So we here, and we just kind of grew. We're talking about COVID and how the impacts of it. I think one of the things too, and I just posted, we're going to talk about it as well with the St. Pete Police Department and the mess that I seen online. But one of the things that came out of that too during that George Floyd was the CALL program, the Community Assistance Life Liaison program, and good, bad, or indifferent, whatever you think about it. That was something that we advocated for during those marches, and basically the idea was that you don't need to send armed police to every call. You know what I'm saying? Like there's certain call, like if your son or daughter's not going to school, like you don't need an armed police officer to show up. No. If somebody's having a mental health crisis, you don't need an armed police officer to show up. And so being able to have and create this program where you have mental health, specialists that actually responds to these calls was a huge step in the right direction for our community, and they're getting great results. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so that was one of the things that came out of that. And so when I put it on my post the other day, I was telling Chief Holloway, like, you know, you've done some great work in the last 5 years. Don't blow it. That's what I was talking about. Like, like that's the specific thing that I was talking about, because it was, you know, the biggest room in the house is always the room for improvement.
Right.
But in that regard, like that is a solid program that came out of that. And I remember when we were doing the research, I remember when we were, you know, looking for solutions, because that was another part of what was happening. It was like during COVID, when those marches were happening, y'all done heard me tell this story before, but it was one of those moments where I went to the first protest and the first march, and the spirit just came on me. It was like, man, you know, there's another way that you can serve. You know what I'm saying? And so when I had that experience, it was like, I probably won't be marching, you know, again. I won't be out here again, but there's another way that you can serve. And the way that we began to serve was to try and find policies and try and find solutions to the problems that we were having. And shout out to Councilmember Floyd. I don't know if Richie was on council then at that time, but he also helped us with the research, because we were working together to come up with some policy recommendations. And one of those was it wasn't called call program at the time, but the model for sending
no, because Ken came in 2022.
Yeah, he was sworn in. I think he might have got sworn in virtually because he had COVID.
Right. So I want to say that was the same time Richie did too. Okay. I think he.
Okay.
Yeah, that was during that whole time. I want to say that.
Yep. And so doing that.
He was. Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, it was a good experience, man, for us to be able to find solutions to the problems, because that's another one of the things that I'm seeing now is, and I've been, again, it's Freestyle Friday, so I might be all over the place, y'all. So keep me honest, but I'm just seeing how, and I posted it. How can I say it? I just say it. Sometimes the person who's the best at naming the problem is not the one to implement the solution, because we're in an era in the season where, for me, I'm in an era in the season where I'm realizing that the best person for the job may not be the person who's just right in front of you, right? Because a lot of times when you doing community organizing and you putting together you have a small team of a faithful few people, right? That's usually how it works. Like in any of these movements, it's usually being held down by a small team of a faithful few. And that faithful few have many different skill sets, many different talents, and they wear many different hats. And they're usually the person who gets the job is the person who will step up and do it. So it's like, well, we need somebody to do X, Y, Z. Well, this person, they're ABCer, but we got nobody else to do X, Y, Z. So they step up and say, well, I'll do X, Y, Z. And they do the best that they can. And we appreciate that. But
just because it's the best that you can don't mean that you're good at the job.
Yeah, that you're the best person for the job. You know what I'm saying? And so now I think we have these opportunities to be able to say, okay, who is the best person for the job, and then identify who's the best person for the job. And a lot of times in organizing, just because somebody can call out a problem, we automatically think that they would be good as a person to implement the solution, when that may not be the case. And so, just being mindful that we have to do our assessments, we have to do our vetting to make sure that the person who is the loudest is also, the strongest or the best builder. And so that's what the post is about. That's the spirit that's been on me lately.
Well, that's good that you say that, because when you look at it, when you're looking at leadership, and I'm going to say this, is that you have to unfortunately be well-rounded. You don't get the opportunity to say, this is just my strength, and I can ignore everything else. And I'm not saying that it all has to be equal across the board, but you do have to be a well-rounded person, an individual, when you're looking at taking on a leadership role.
You have to be what they call it, well-rounded, right? And self-aware enough to know what you don't know, right? And another one of the hardest for me, a difficult person to deal with, is a person who think they know it all. Like, so you heard me say this too. So you have a know-it-all, and then you have a think they know it all. Right? It's a difference in the two. The know-it-all, just, you can't tell them nothing. They know everything, right? And they may or may not. But what I found with know-it-alls is they're open for new information. But when you think you know it all, you're not open for new information. And you can't, and I can't tell you nothing because you really think that you know it all.
Right.
And that's a hard person for me to deal with.
You know what? Hard for me to deal with, and I don't do good with micromanaging.
Okay.
Right. That's just not my style.
Being micromanaged or doing the micromanaging.
Both, all the above.
Yeah, we talking about leadership, y'all.
Yeah, we are. Yeah. All the above. If I always tell anybody that works under me, if I'm micromanaging you, that means somebody's micromanaging me.
Okay.
So like if I'm uncomfortable, you're gonna be uncomfortable. That's just kind of like
the roll downhill theory.
Yeah, right? Yeah, it really is. Like other than that, like I'm one of them people, like I'm gonna guide, I'm gonna tell you my expectations. You're gonna know that from like off the jump, and we're gonna roll like that. Like I'm a really transparent person.
Right.
I have learned that like transparency will stop a lot of stuff. It don't stop all.
Yeah.
And you just upfront with what you expect and don't expect from people.
Yeah. That's a fundamental. That's a fundamental aspect of delegation. This is something that I've learned over the years as well. That delegation done wrong is worse than doing everything yourself. Because when you delegate a task, there's certain things that you need to give the person in order for them to be confident that they can actually meet the expectation. And one of them is being clear on what the expectation is. But
flip side on that, if you don't delegate and allow somebody, then either one of those is the ship is gonna crumble.
Yeah, it's going.
It's gonna crumble.
Yeah, like, because you only have or it just won't grow. It'll stay stagnant.
And then the ship ends up crumbling. It's eventually gonna crumble. Is because you can't be at all places at all times, right? And people really, even in leadership, has to know what their strengths are. Like we've talked about, like the man leading the household, the head of the household, right?
Put it in the chat. What are your strengths? So we're gonna keep talking about it, but I want y'all to share it with us as a leader. What would you say are your biggest two strengths that make you a great leader? Put it in the chat.
So with the man leading the household, like they always say, do you listen to your wife? Like, do you take? You know, they always say that.
I'm laughing because I'm laughing because for a long time I thought that I was leading, but she was leading the whole time.
Because she got the neck.
And she just knows, like she guide me in a way that sometimes I don't even know I'm being led.
And that's the neck part. You're the head. She's the neck. Yeah. And the neck.
She's so smooth with it.
Yeah, so you don't even know because it works in sync.
Yeah.
But a good leader knows when you need to fall back.
Right.
When like you don't, when you cannot.
King Reese said that too. Step up, step back. That is one of the agreements, right?
Yeah, like you really have to know for any partnership, step up, step back. And you also yeah, go ahead.
No, I'm sorry.
No. Yeah.
Tiffany said, I hate being I hate to be micromanaged. However, I understand that sometimes it's necessary.
It is.
Ish rolls downhill.
No, you do need to say this when you have to micromanage, because if you sometimes there is audits and things like that are very important.
Yeah.
Because you want to make sure that the ship don't sink. Don't sink. Hey, caller, introduce yourself.
Good morning. This is Missy, the job coach, aka Margaret.
Hey.
How are you this morning?
Amazing.
Good morning. I see you was up at 5:00 this morning.
I get up until trucking starts early. I get up at 5:00 every day.
I hear that. What's on your mind?
So I want to talk about delegation.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Some people can't delegate because they lack clarity.
Okay.
They want to micromanage the person who they've given the task to.
Okay.
I have been a person myself who realized that I didn't even know what I wanted them to accomplish. I tried to delegate to them, either thinking that they knew what I wanted,
okay,
or not giving them enough of the steps and the goals that I wanted.
Right.
And so then I ended up doing more work trying to undo what they did.
Yes, you're right.
So you have to have clarity.
That's
you
right.
have to know, the person has to know what the goal is.
Yeah.
Right. And you either give them the goal and let it go and deal with whatever they do.
Yeah.
You know, good, bad, or indifferent. Or you have to give them the steps
That's right.
So you have to know who you're empowering.
Right.
And as a person who is managing or organizing something, you have to know, they have to know what your expectation is.
Yeah.
Right?
I agree.
If you're going to give it to them, you have to let your hands go and then deal with the mistakes that they make.
That's right.
And not be angry with them. Give them the feedback much later.
That's right.
Much later.
That's right.
Because in the moment, it looks like criticism. And people will say, listen, I don't even work here. If I'm a volunteer, especially.
Yeah, right.
Volunteer.
Absolutely.
Listen, I'm volunteering and you over here tearing me up. Don't ask me to do nan doggone thing else for you.
That's right. That's right. And Google the word nan for those who knew it. Thank you, Coach D. I appreciate it.
You know what else?
That's right.
I'm learning also is fear and control.
Okay.
Fear and control. When people are fearful of losing control or feeling that they're losing something of theirs,
okay,
it puts them in an unfamiliar face, and then they start to react in ways they typically wouldn't. Mm-hmm. When you don't have to be fearful about things, because to be honest, if everybody does what they're supposed to do, everybody's gonna still have the role that they're supposed to have, if that makes sense.
It does, but I wish we had a little more time. But we can talk about it on the back of the hour, because I got a whole thing on control that I would like to share with our audience. And also, when we come back from the break, of course, we're going to give you these community announcements. You know, it's a lot happening. There's a lot of giveaways going on this weekend. We're preparing for Thanksgiving week. So it's a lot that's going to be happening. And so we're going to give you the information about what's happening in the community. We're going to talk about this video that's St. Pete viral right now with the St. Pete Police Department. Nicki Minaj went and spoke at the doggone UN on behalf of Trump. We're going to get your take on that. And this woman in Chicago that was jumped, you know, by
her son,
by the kids. Yeah. And so it's a lot. I mean, it's a few other things as well, but y'all don't want to miss it. So we'll be back. We'll be back about 6-7 minutes after the hour. Y'all stick around.
Okay, caller, you're gonna have to call back.
Call back after the top of the hour.
Yeah.
And we'll put you on the air. We'll be right back.
Copnall, to have you with us.
The Ukrainian president says he's ready for, quote, honest work with America to end the war with Russia.
Yeah, it comes with details of a fresh US proposal to end the war emerge. It would see Ukraine apparently handing over land.
Latest world news.
send out a whole.
So listen. We want to thank y'all for calling Mr. Edmond.
Yes,
because,
mind.
Because we asked and you delivered. We said, everybody, we're going to send a positive thought to get Mr. Edmond in the building. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends and family, look who's with us. Mr. Edmond is with us. So thank y'all for making that phone a friend and getting your brother in here, man. And
how y'all doing? Thank you. It feels love to be loved.
Oh yeah, it do. It
feels love to be loved.
Yes, we was talking about like 21 days to break a habit.
Yeah.
And we was right there on the cusp. Right there on the 20th day. I come whittling and pooting.
we all did, but we
all did. No, we all lived in. Okay. Yeah, I lived in too this morning. It's been a week though. It's really been an amazing week in a lot of ways, like highs, lows, ups and downs.
Yeah.
And so just want to give a shout out to everybody who's going through something and getting through it. Because sometimes you can be going through stuff and it have you stuck. And so just shout out to everybody, man, who in spite of it all, you still going, you still showing up. You know what I mean? I appreciate y'all because I know
struggling through it.
Yeah,
we appreciate y'all.
It really is.
Back of the room.
This message for the back of the room because it's a lot of people that's struggling through it, boy. And you never know how much pain can be hiding behind a smile, man. So
the hardest wounds to heal is the ones you don't see.
Ooh, I saw that. Yes, sir. And that inspired, the broken bones heal faster than a broken spirit.
Well, they do.
Yes, sir.
I was on your post saying that. I said,
Yeah. No, I mean,
I just said I was saying that.
Now we in sync.
It really is because the spirit nobody sees, and then again, sometimes it's something that we don't talk about.
Yeah. No, that's right.
Oh, we got people this morning.
They want to talk this morning. It's Freestyle Friday.
Freestyle Friday. Hey, caller, introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Angela Pless. I'm with God's Goodness Outreach Ministry.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good, and my husband is Brother Jerome Paisley.
How you doing? Y'all been playing our commercial, so we started to call you this morning to see what's going on.
Okay, it's Freestyle Friday with the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club, and we just wanted to, we giving a shout out to the world, man. So if you had a word for the people on the Friday getting ready for this weekend, what would the good word be? Briefly.
Trust in God, man. Trust in God. We're gonna do this on Thanksgiving Festival Feast right here on the 22nd. We're gonna have oxtails, ribs, turkey wings. You know what I'm saying? All kind of pig feet with meatloaf. We have some rice, some cakes, a lot of desserts and everything. You know what I'm saying? But we also gonna have fun, raffles and games. And man, go ahead, my wife.
Hey man, I just want to give a little background on our festival feast. This is our 14th year. We started in our backyard. Feeding the people, giving them the word, spiritual word, and natural word. And we branched out. Now we're at Campbell's Park, shelter number 1. It will be November 22nd, which is tomorrow at 11 a.m. to between 3 to 5 p.m. And we'll be feeding. We'll have spiritual groups there, things for the kids, giveaways for the disenfranchised. We just want to give back what God has given us. This is our 14th year. And we just want everybody to come out. 14 years. And we've been doing it all unto God by the blessings of God. And he just keep pouring into us. So any donations, food, you want to make a dish, you can bring a dish. And a monetary donation to go towards items for the people. We giving away supplies for the people, like we're going to have some pantry food, all that good stuff. And it's God's Goodness Outreach Ministry.
Yeah, all right. So tomorrow, 11 o'clock, Campbell's Park, shelter number 2, you said?
No, number 1. Down by the school.
Down here. Where is that?
Yeah.
Man, thank y'all so much for all y'all do. We appreciate it. Because it's people like y'all that keep the community fed, and even those that don't see it. Thank y'all so much.
All right.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all for having me.
I'm just going to put our number out there: 557-8920 or 303-5509 over course 727. And if anybody want to donate, come out, volunteer. Everybody is welcome.
Thank you so much.
Welcome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate y'all.
That's
community radio at its finest,
and
man.
that's what we're talking about. You know, people giving back, support, and they've been doing it 14, close to 20 years. Huh? And I think that's so important, man. Thank y'all so much for calling in.
Real deal. And so before we run out of time, I want to just jump right in because I don't know how long it's going to take for us to do this thing, but I want to talk about this video that's going around that has led to an investigation into the St. Pete Police Department. And it started a conversation around this, what they call in the 25-foot rule. The Halo rule. And so I don't even know how to set this thing up, man. It was just, I got so upset when I saw this video.
And you never do that.
I never do that.
You don't, dog. And I got a call from somebody saying that, hey, what's up with Brother John? I'm like, what you mean? I've never seen him like this on social media.
They call you, but they ain't call me.
They call, That's how they do me. They'll call you and don't call me.
So they say, here's what the headline is. It says a traffic stop leads to resisting arrest charge, highlighting the 25-foot Halo rule.
No, highlighting police misconduct.
Yeah, that's their headline.
It's always perspectives, right? And I want to see that body camera footage because I think that the young man clearly stated, I get on the ground. Like the officer had a problem. And I think that he needs to be suspended and or fired. And then I also think that the other officers on duty that did not report it. Right.
Because that's what they always say. This is just one bad cop, but then you got good cops standing around watching this mess happen.
And it's a thank God that those people were recording because it was a bunch of lies going to be fed to us. Right. With a smile on their face and no, we don't do this. No, you do it every day.
So basically what the kind of some of the backstory was that
Good morning, Auntie.
Some of the backstory was that there was a young woman who was pulled over, and then she was pulled over basically
down the road,
down the street. And so her uncle was coming
to record,
just to come observe.
And she the one who recorded them doing him wrong.
He's just walking down the street coming to observe, like, what's going on? Just want to make sure that you good. And then the officers approach him saying, you can't be this close. You got to back up. So he backing up. But then at a certain point, like, now I'm in somebody's yard. How far back you want me to go? My thing, what I posted was like, if you tell me to back up, right, and I back up and you keep walking up to me,
right, now you are the aggressor.
Now you're the aggressor. You know what I'm saying? And that was one side of it. Then the other side of it was you had people. There was an older lady in one of the videos, and she's in her yard. The police is coming up into her property on her yard.
The Halo law means you got to move your house.
You got to move your house.
The Halo law.
That's some bullshit. Excuse me. I'm sorry, but it was just so infuriating to see, especially like in this, like we just talked about, people going through a lot right now. You know what I mean? Like really dealing with a lot. And the last thing you need is the police to be coming up to you, telling you got to back up into your own house. Like I got to now you in my yard, you're trespassing on my property, telling me I'm too close to you.
But see, this is the problem. Police are emboldened, right? By, how can I say it? I'm going to just go ahead and lay it out. Our far right police policies that give them a halo when we know that these people have been beaten and brutalizing us as a citizens, as a community. So this is just a wake up call. I'm glad that man didn't get seriously hurt because that officer could have really did something bad. And guess what? We might have been in front of another riot. Right. Because you don't know who you putting your hands on.
And the next one may be, because I'm telling you, man, I'm telling you.
You see the boil of in this pot, right?
It's boiling.
No, it's boiling, and you can see it. And so let's
thermometer.
I'm gonna get out of here. You gotta check your temperature at all times.
No, but you can because you saw them bother the people under the bridge. Like, you know what I mean? And I understand.
And that caused a lot of outrage.
Like people been doing that for years and all that.
You have somebody who's providing healthy food options
in the food desert. And then you telling him he gotta leave. Come on, man. We ain't even really talk about that.
But again, back to this thing with this law. You're right. I think it is people being emboldened. And my thing to Chief Holloway, if you're listening, or Major Gillum, Chief K, if y'all listening, man, talk to your people, man, and know
talk
that
to your people,
because we are not trying to hurt nobody. Like, and the last person we trying to hurt is first responders or police officers. Like, we don't have a history
statistically,
like statistically and just commonsensically. Like you don't have a problem with people approaching police officers with the intent to harm them.
I need a police to call and tell me y'all have a big problem with that here in St. Pete.
But I will tell you what we do see a problem of
is police putting their hand on people,
right? And the fear of Black people.
Yeah,
the presence of them will make you react different than you will another community, and this is the problem. And I always say, give us the same consideration that you give somebody that looks like you, right, or somebody. When you look at it, and even our Black officers who kind of go ahead and take under that persona, you still need to give some consideration. Like, that, like, honestly, overall, we're good people.
Yeah. Like I said, when you look
so crazy.
When you look at the law and the way that it was applied, it was totally not called.
And for me, if you really look at the video, the Halo law doesn't come into effect because this officer just maliciously slammed this man.
Right.
It wasn't like.
Let's take this call. Caller, you on the air? We talking about the incident in St. Pete where they cited the Halo law. What's your take?
Yeah, hell of a law. No, but like, I'm gonna just piggyback behind Q real quick with the fear thing too, because a lot of dudes out there know when they get to working out, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes they want to know what that workout feel like, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So like, fear has to be, to y'all talking points, it ain't no history of this, so then it might not be fear. It might just be, I want to get off.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay, just a flex.
I just want to get off, you know what I'm saying? And I know that y'all ain't gonna do nothing in regard, so now I have a bully mindset. And when you put in that word bully, now look at their actions.
Right. Appreciate that.
Hey,
Thank
man,
you.
Appreciate you too, King. But listen, this is the
bully tactic. That was absolutely bullying.
We not bully. We not afraid.
Yeah.
Because if that happened in the school ground or anything else, they would call them bullies, and then they would be cited.
But see, this is the thing. Even like with this Halo law, right? It was to prevent this video from being made, right? So there's a clear video of the man standing there saying, "I'll throw you on the ground," and the man say, "Hey, I get on the ground.
I'll do it." Like, you don't have to throw me down.
What are you tensing up for?
Because it's a tense situation, sir.
And because why are you tensing up?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
What is your problem?
Yeah.
You need to be checked, and your supervisors may need to check you. And I mean, I think you need to be fired.
Yeah.
If you ask me, if I was your boss, I'd sit you down for the holidays.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't come back.
There are cases where you make examples out of people.
You wouldn't. I'll sit you down for the holidays.
And I think an example needs to be made so that people know, like, this is not okay, and that we're not, like, going to tolerate that.
We done seen a lot of people make examples over little other stuff and let them go for it. You know what I mean? No, but I'm just saying. So
I think you'll be justified if you wanted to use this as an opportunity to make an example, Chief, and take a stand and let the community know what your department will accept and what you won't accept. You're having them bully people in the name of a 25-foot law that really did not apply in that case.
It did not apply.
Yeah.
It only showed the bully nature of policing.
Yeah.
And what we're seeing also in this climate is where the police are actually making stuff worse.
Yeah.
They think they got it's on their side.
And they think that they're above the law. Like, the police are the only people that feel like they don't have to follow the law.
This is why civil rights started. This is what birthed the Black Panther. Come on, keep it going.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Now, why we talking about this? Because when they replay this, we'll tell you. We always say it's like a relationship. When something is bad, we call it out.
This domestic violence. He's supposed to be in jail. Then, if this a relationship,
don't interrupt Q when she did that. She was on the good. Go ahead, Q. You fired up. When it's good,
we praise it, and when it's bad, we also, we call it out, because there's things that needs to be fixed, because there's some good stuff that happened in
Yeah, you was going in an 80 direction. And like I said, we lifted up before the top of the hour. We talked about the call program. We talked about some of the work that's being done to improve community relations. And I think this was a horrible step backwards because, again, you using this law, and then the chief, you didn't make it better when you come out and say, what you want, the ticket or the go to jail? Neither one. I say, yeah. I gotta send you the video. So they did an interview with Chief Holloway, and his response, he was saying the 25-foot law, you know, basically says that if they tell you to back up, you have to back up. And if you don't back up, then you can be arrested and go to jail. But the thing for me is, you know, I don't get how resisting arrest can be your only charge. Like how if I'm resisting arrest, that means you resisting, you charging me with something else to cause you to arrest me. And then the other charge is resisting arrest. But if my only charge is resisting arrest, that's saying that you might have been the aggressor in that situation.
Yeah, because like what am I resisting arrest for?
What am I being arrested for that I have to resist? There's no other charge. It's just the resisting of arrest. And when we did the Pinellas equity profile, we saw that black people were disproportionately arrested for only
resisting arrest.
Come on, man. And
it's racial.
Yeah.
It's racial.
And then again, to your point earlier, I hope the brother who this happened to is okay, because that's a traumatizing experience for sure. And from what I'm hearing, he's like known in the community for helping people, for doing
stand up pillar of the community. Great guy, man. And I think the issue is you dealing with people you don't know who you're dealing with. Sometimes you're in the presence of an angel. That's when you that's an angel, man. That's a great guy, great dude, do good stuff. And I think that is sad. Right. To see him on the ground like that, knowing his demeanor, his character, and who he is.
And then you can hear him say, I will get on the ground.
Get on the ground. I'm submitting.
That don't sound like a resist to me.
No, it doesn't.
That does not, like when if you saying get on the ground and I tell you I will get on the ground, I don't understand how
what you want me to do, just throw myself right there?
Yeah, because that's what you end up doing to him.
Just jump on the ground. This is when power is not a good thing, because it oversees. See, people of authority think that they're not supposed to be challenged or questioned. Right. And when you start to question or you know what I mean, or question.
So that's the police.
And then
they come out with a whole nother thing. You know what I mean? Oh, you're gonna listen to me. You didn't hear what I said. Well, no, I'm asking, why are you stopping me? It don't matter. Shut up right now.
So he need to be evaluated. I don't know if the dude PTSD. I don't know what the cause of it is. But I really hope that we can come to a resolution that's good for the community.
Right. And I want to read this so just so that people are clear on what this HALO law is. Just so if you find yourself in one of these situations, you understand what the law is that they're talking about and how you handle it. And so basically, the HALO law is a provision where it says that it protects first responders under the statute, law enforcement officers, correctional probation officers, firefighters, and emergency medical providers. What's prohibited is this: after a verbal warning not to approach by a first responder engaged in the lawful performance of their duty, a person may not knowingly and willfully approach or remain within 25 feet of the first responder. Here's the key, though. The key is what your intent is. You can't be within 25 feet of the first responder with the intent to impede or interfere with their ability to perform their duty. So if you're intending to interfere with them, then you can't do that. You can't threaten the responder with physical harm, and you can't harass them, which is defined as willfully engaging in a course of conduct directed at a first responder that intentionally causes substantial emotional distress or serves no legitimate purpose. But none of that was happening in this case.
But they can do all of this to everybody else.
None of that was happening in this case.
Go ahead, King Reed.
Hey, so in the real world, we don't even have a history of anything other than white police officers doing stuff in our community. It's literally, like y'all said earlier, what created the Black Panther Party. Charlotte Soprano, I think, mentioned that before. You see what I'm saying? And so what we have the issue is white police in our community, period. And when we overlook this right here and we try to dance around it, then what we're doing is perpetuating or like prolonging our abuse. Professor Amos Wilson calls our relationship with these people directly one of the drunken, abusive relationship, because John's cool until he does what? Come home drunk. And so these people are cool as I don't know what, right? They're so cool until they do things like Israel does. There's no history of black police officers killing our people and gunning our people down and getting away with it. You see what I'm saying? There's a history of black police officers that we're saying the wrong ones being in there because they're more loyal to the badge when these investigations have been taking place, right? I did not dive into it. I saw your frequency shift, but I hear what you're saying on the show right now, Brother John. You see what I'm saying? Yes, and that's why I'm saying a bully, because when we're not sticking together, I don't been an instigator in a fight in childhood. I don't think the baddest man hit my hands. And so I don't start this stuff before. And I can see how when we have this posture for over 100 years with somebody, and somebody continues to use us getting this posture, they're going to bully us until we turn around and stand up to a bully.
I hear that. Mm-hmm. Thank you for that. Thank you for the check-in, man.
Yes, sir.
So again, keep your eyes on that. Stay informed about what's going on. And Police Chief Holloway, man, I want to see how y'all handle this, because I was really disappointed in that whole situation, because again, seeing this older lady in her yard, and I don't know if y'all saw that video, but she was in her yard and she I'm like, this is my yard. And he walking up to her, telling her she got to get back, and she complying. And the more she go back, the more he come forward. And then it get to a point where they're like, well, you on my property. So at this point, you're trespassing. So if you are afraid of me, like, what you scared of, bro?
But it's the thing.
That's a bully. No, you're right. They're bullies.
And laws need to be challenged.
That was a bully situation.
So one of the things that we think is that a law is science fact.
Yeah.
But one thing about the law is made to be corrected.
Yeah.
Right. This is a law that needs to be corrected. There needs to be some policies in place. Not my hands are tied and I can't do nothing.
Yeah.
Right. Because
you can pick priorities and what you enforce,
right?
And so
you can set a policy and a path.
And you see them.
Yeah, so you have a law, then you have a policy,
and then you got leadership.
Yeah, you have a law and you have a policy, and you also have that leadership dynamic where you can say, look, the 25-foot rule is not a priority for us, because we have no fear of these people hurting us, because we know this community, we've been in this community. But to King Reed's point, if you don't know the community and you haven't been in the community, then you're going to be afraid.
But this is all of them, and I don't know, because they are giving grace. You've been stopped and they say, hey, listen, I'm going to give you a pass this time.
Yep.
But, if you get stopped again, you know what I mean? Like, if somebody stopped you down the street, I ain't got nothing to do with it.
Yeah, I've seen that.
You know what I mean?
I have too. But my thing is that I think the 25 feet halo law isn't what happened yesterday.
It's not.
What happened yesterday was an over-aggressive police officer encroaching on someone's space and then violating somebody. Yeah. Right? That is assault.
Yeah.
We viewed it as assault.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because the predicate of the crime that he was saying was false.
Yeah.
So not
the pretense. Yeah.
The pretense. So not everything he did after that is illegal. He should be held accountable.
Yeah.
Because if I step back and you tell me to give you 25 feet,
I give you that.
Yeah. I step back and then you step into the 25 feet
and say back up.
Back up. No, like
there was a video where they actually pulled out a tape measure.
Yeah, it said I'm a working man.
And he pulled out a tape measure and he measured 25 feet and he showed like, this is where 25 feet is. I'm within my right.
And this is the worst part about it all, right? That this man had to be assaulted when he said, I will comply.
Yeah.
I will do what you said, sir. I do it.
Yeah.
And then so it seems like
he got the man's hands jacked all up behind his back.
He said that, the officer escalated. Soon as he built down and said, I'll do what you want me to do. That's when he cracked.
But you know what?
Do it faster,
because in his mind, he didn't expect for. So you know how
you weren't ready for that.
No, you wasn't. And so he wasn't listening, right?
Yeah.
And he assumed that this person was going to be combative. So what he did, he was ready to rebuttal. He was ready to rebuttal. You how we say, you listen to rebuttal?
Yeah.
So when he said, hey, get down. And he said, okay, I get down. Oh, he thought in his mind get on down. Like, you gotta listen to me. Yeah. He was already had his bullet points on where he was going. So he didn't come in there to be with peace. He already knew where he wanted to go.
And then again, it started
with premeditated. premeditated.
And go together that false stuff. Get on the ground. You're resisting. I'm not resisting.
Yeah, like everybody, anybody who's watching this can see that I'm not resisting. So he said, stop tensing up.
Man, who is you?
How? Like you got my hands behind my back, and
I
this
bet
is
you
a
that
tense
body
situation.
camera went on.
Yeah,
I bet you that body camera went on. We need to overhaul of our body cameras. We need to fully investigate this.
Make it available, Chief. Put it out there. So
we need to get to the bottom of this.
Mr. Edmond putting out a challenge, and so is the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. We with you on this challenge. I bet you won't put that body cam video out there so we can see what happened from his perspective. I bet you won't do that. Let's see. Accept the challenge, man. I bet you won't put it out there because we want to see it. We want to see what he saw that made him think he needed to slam that man who told him I'll get on the ground. Yeah. I want to see. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, because they always say, well, you don't know what happened before the video started.
Yeah, so the person 20 feet away can hear it, but the person standing right there could.
Yeah, come on, man. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. So you're listening to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club, y'all. 99 Gems. We're talking about this bullying incident that happened in the St. Pete Police Department where an officer bullied a man on the street and bullied a whole community at this point. Yeah, he assaulted them, bully a bully who assaulted the community. Like we finna like tell y'all what really happened because they said a premeditated bullying that resulted in an assault. Like, thank you. Is that what happened? Yeah. That's what happened. That's what I saw.
False arrest.
I didn't see this. They said traffic stop in St. Pete leads to resisting arrest charge.
And the news
highlights 25-foot halo. No, that's not what happened.
The news. That's not what happened. Yeah. You're covering. Yeah. That's a cover. Yeah. The Halo law right now is being used as a cover for bad policing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's up and down. Yeah. Call it what it is.
And you know what? I think it might be another part of when we're talking about the George Floyd. Because if that video with George Floyd wasn't video, then then the world wouldn't have changed the way that it changed. And so to prevent them from capturing another George Floyd moment, then now you put the law say, well, you got to be 25
and then what happened is too with the George Floyd, because people do fear of going to prison, going to jail.
Thank you, Ellen. He said, and I'm yelling in his ear. I know this might get hot. Yeah. So I'll back up from the mic. Appreciate that.
Listen, that was traumatizing.
But
man.
no, but you look at with this, even with George Floyd, with all the people who saw all the stuff that was going wrong, right?
Yeah.
Nobody ran up there and tried to pull them off.
Nope.
So that lets
nobody interfered.
Nobody interfered. Everybody just recorded. Right. Just saying. But this is the thing is people should, when you see this right here, and somebody's like,
they didn't threaten the responder with it. They didn't impede or interfere with their ability to perform their duty. Mm-hmm. They didn't threaten the responder with physical harm, and they didn't harass them at all. And so, like, what were we doing here? So, also we're talking about bullying. I saw it was a case in Chicago where have y'all seen this with this mother who was
with her 8-year-old son, I believe,
with an 8 or 9-year-old son. Yeah. I wish I would have had like more of the backstory for it, but I had a late night last night. So just knowing that this is something that's ongoing in multiple ways in our community, man. And so when you think about a situation with bullying among children, the last thing you want to wake up to is see St. Pete Police Department or any police department bullying our community. But yeah, it was a sad situation where this mother was actually attacked by some children with her child, and she's now moving forward, like pressing charges. But the people in Chicago have surrounded her, and they've been like really helping her and her family. She was pregnant, and it was another one of those situations where it's like we just gotta do better, y'all.
We do got to do better. And in that situation, people are hurt, right? And so your actions does have consequences. Of course. What?
No, it's like all these stories that I got. So we got the bullying of the St. Pete Police Department that led to an assault, and then you got the bullying in Chicago, and then you got a black woman that was sent home from the hospital, and had a baby in the car.
Yeah, because they said she never even saw the doctor. They told her that she wasn't dilated enough, or something like that. And
she fully dressed and sitting in a chair in labor, and they say you're not dilated enough, so we're gonna discharge you. They discharged her, sent her out of the hospital, basically. And so her husband, on the way to another hospital, she ended up having the baby in the car because the hospital discharged. They refused to give her care. What's going on in the world, man?
But that's every day. That's Nico been talking about
she
that.
Have been.
And
her
nursing experience.
She have been.
She woke me up to what a lot of patients are dealing with that people don't talk about. Yeah. And she's calling for nurses to stand together and be advocates for patients. Yeah. So stuff like this don't happen because like there's a epidemic, especially with it happening to us. Yeah. In our family.
You're right, man. And it's just like I said, the you seeing Black women in labor, and I guess in some minds now, the birth of our children is a threat. Like they don't want to see and support that. And so shout out to the Uhuru movement. They had a program and have a program where they have been training doulas. And I actually started looking at what a doula is and what a doula does. And it's basically a non-medical person that is trained to support, women who are, in the birthing process. Yeah. And so we need more doulas in our community, especially now that we're hearing what Mika's saying about, just the treatment of our people when they come in there. There's research that has been shown about, how they dismiss the pain levels and says that, they believe that Black women can endure more pain. And so they you say it's a 10, but they tell you, no, it's not really a 10, it's a 3. And so it's all of this stuff that we deal with, man, is just showing us the need for us to really organize and do something for ourselves, because we have doctors, we have nurses, we have people who can be trained doulas. And so how magnificent would it be where you don't even have to go to these places to get these services? You can actually do it, and we can actually do it for ourselves. We just need to be organized.
And that's sad it's sad that we gotta do that.
Yeah, I mean, we're being forced to do it. Like we being forced to feed our people, like because you're seeing that they have no interest in providing us with healthy food options. I don't know, but if they did, but then where you go spend it at, and what you spending it on?
You need
it because you see what I'm saying. So you
need to go donate the crew and get some fruit fly.
That's right. So yeah,
we got a caller calling in.
Yeah. I see it. You don't think I see it?
I like how you just
keep going.
I ain't ignored.
Yes, call it.
Call it.
Yeah, it ain't really sad though. You know what I'm saying? To the point that I heard just on the radio. I don't know how far behind I am from the radio to live. Okay. But it's called self-preservation, y'all. Yep. You see what I'm saying? And when we have been conditioned to help somebody else, then it's weird when we're having to do things for ourselves as a group. We are in a group exercise, and that's what we have to come out of the individualism thought. You know what I mean? This is a beautiful thing, a time that we're in right now, because it's time for us to lean on each other. And who better? We're the ones that everybody on the planet is literally trying to emulate, is trying to imitate. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So when we lean on each other and then come together, I promise you, y'all, we have been saying for years that our children are miseducated. Do not let their education sit inside you and hit the complaint line about him tearing down education. It's time to build it back up. Remember, the Black people in the 1800s is the ones that created the current education system that we're thriving in right now. Amen. Right? But they changed the education system by the textbooks. Right. So this is a real good spot for us to be in. You know what I mean? But when we take it with each thing as a grain of salt, you know what I'm saying? Then it's like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. No, this is very beautiful. And when we turn the pancake over, we can start looking at it that way, and we start working with it that way, y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you for that perspective.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Change the frequency, man. Let's lift each other
up. You're right. No, I appreciate that because I did have a moment, because for me, self-improvement is the basis for community development, and that's what I'm really preaching, man. Like, we have to do for self, we have to improve ourselves, and that self is not just individual. You have your individual self and your collective self, and so really just being able to examine what's happening, analyze it, and then make these corrections is the space that we need to be in all things.
I feel your frequency. The car is real close. Michael Jackson said it best, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm pulling up in a few seconds, though. Start with the man in the mirror. Yeah. He said I'm asking him to change his ways. That's what Brother John mean by start with self, and then join a team. You know what I'm saying? Become a better teammate by practicing and getting better in the off season. I'll be there.
All right. Amen. We got comments too. Erica, thank you for your comment. She says, this is why maternal health for Black women is so poor. The U.S. has one of the highest rates of maternal and fetal death of any developed nation, largely due to racism and all the other factors that impact our lives. That includes the bias that poor women faced at the hospital because those physicians ignored her pain. Yeah.
That's sad, man.
We need to close our community like others have. Let me see what else we got. We got a lot of comments, but thank y'all for chiming in. Thank you for your engagement. Nicki Minaj was at the doggone UAN. Did y'all see that? I posted the video.
I think I like it.
You like Nicki Minaj speaking at the UN?
I mean, I'm an advocate for getting people involved. I had to really think about it because at first I had a bone to pick, right?
Okay.
I ain't like it,
okay.
Right? I said she being used, but then I said, well, here I am in the community attempting to get people involved.
Okay.
And what if I run into a Nikki and then she tell me she conservative and she love what the president doing? Do I not talk to her no more and keep her involved, or do I send her to the UN to stand up for the things she believe in?
Good question. Caller, you on there?
Hey, good morning. This is Dr. Jordan, Basha Jordan, calling from Hope Alive Outreach. And I just wanted to call you all and let you all know that I really appreciate the wonderful job that you all are doing for our community.
Thank you.
And the discussions that you all are having are causing our elected officials and our citizens to become more responsible.
Yes,
because
sir.
of what you all are doing. So God bless you all and what you're doing.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. No, that's right though, because that's the mission, and I'm glad that he received that, because he said causing our citizens to be more responsible. That's really the mission, and so for you to receive it that way, I needed that in this moment too, because sometimes you just do the stuff.
You be like,
I thought I'm being late, and but guess
you
what?
been summoned.
I done bought my dog.
People summoned you.
My COVID thermos.
Man, I'm telling you, you don't know how that shot in the arm, keep you going.
But go back to, I'm gonna agree with you, Mr.
Nicki Minaj at the UN.
So I was sitting up here thinking about it. I like the perspective because again, we can agree to disagree, and we all don't have the same perspective.
Okay.
But as long as it's respectable.
But did you watch it?
No,
I didn't watch it either.
I watched it.
Okay,
and I did not like it.
Oh, it wasn't respectable?
I mean,
was it respectable though?
No. What she was talking about was she pushing the agenda for them to go into Nigeria.
Oh no,
she's justifying. She's basically being the face of this.
Justifying Nigeria.
Well, the whole talking point was, Christians in Nigeria are being persecuted, and so I'm here on thank President Trump for bringing awareness to this, and we need to do something to help the Nigerian Christians because you should be free. I live in the country where you free to practice your religion. And I'm like, okay, you're like, if you're going to be on a platform and you're going to be engaged and be involved in something that
for your
people, not against your people, because good and doggone well that when they go over there to Nigeria, Christians being persecuted is the last thing that's on their mind.
And a matter of fact, they're going to get them Christians too.
Come on, man. What we doing? Caller, you on the air.
Hey, good morning, everybody. This is Miss Debbie Yati.
Hey,
and not to shift gears, but I am just a little bit. This is such a serious conversation, and I want to say thank you. You'd be surprised how many people were pulled over on the road for no reason at all, and I having triggers with this conversation because I was pulled over.
Wow.
And my experience was interesting, but that's a whole nother story.
Sure.
But I just want to say to people, we do need to talk to the police department and say, what in the hell makes you stop us in the first place?
Right. That's
right. That's
right.
the question.
That's right.
Because if I'm driving down the road and I got a raggedy car and look like I'm swerving, why am I getting arrested?
Right.
That's
or you got a nice car.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can have a nice car too, and so it's really interesting. I remember when they put the cameras up on 22nd, and then they had to take them down because they realized that they were just stopping us.
Yeah.
So, it's a world that we live in, but we definitely got to stay woke.
Absolutely.
Right.
Thank you so much, Miss Debbie. Thank you again.
Don't stop, woke.
So now back to stay woke. But now see,
Nicki Minaj at the UN.
Yeah, so I watched the video. I was with Mr. Edmond because I do.
But now you don't jump the other side.
Yeah, but I do still believe in difference of opinion.
But I'm on that side with you too.
But I always have an opinion if I listen to it, and I did start off saying I didn't.
I ain't hear it either.
But if you going over that, come on.
Did you hear the speech? What you hear what she was talking about?
I didn't hear the speech. But if it's what you said, then listen.
It's on the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club page. You can find it on the page.
Malcolm X said that they will use entertainers, comedians, singers to be leadership for black folk, but not call Mr. Edmond. Because I would have told him about this police brutality we dealing with.
These bullies,
right? These Holocaust-like conditions that the black man has to live through in America, right? And then I dare you to say we didn't.
You ticketing somebody who's giving out the apples on the corner.
We ain't went through some conditions that's equivalent. Okay.
So when they going in there to Nigeria, what are they really looking for?
They looking for gold.
That's what I'm saying.
Oil,
resources. They're not going in there to say, hey, because listen, they don't want us to practice different religions here. Like when they look down at you, if you're not Christian here. Right. Yeah. And so just think they're going in there and say, hey, we're gonna know.
Well, remember they like that's the thing. Like we have so much documented history with them using false pretenses to go and invade countries.
And then say, oh,
the My Lai thing that happened to kick off Vietnam, like the sinking of the Lusitania. Y'all remember 7th grade history? I remember that. It was like the sinking of the Lusitania was one of the things that they taught us about. Then you later find out that was a lie. The context around how Pearl Harbor was bombed, how they created the circumstances where they had no other option other than be like, yo, we got to do something. Then you got the what was that? How they had Colin Powell, going to the UN talking about weapons of mass destruction that led to the war in Iraq, and then they get over there and didn't find them. And so now you got Nicki Minaj standing up here talking about the persecution of Christians in Nigeria, and as a pretext for them to go over there and do it again.
So we do not support a war in Nigeria or Venezuela
or anybody who's telling you that they need one,
because they have warships in Venezuela in the Caribbean right now, and they're not helping Jamaica.
Right.
Jamaica just been devastated by one of the biggest and strongest hurricanes ever. Right. And we have full army patrol in the Caribbean right now.
Remember, they lied. Okay, and introduce yourself.
Call you on there.
Hey.
You got the mic. We can hear you. What's on your mind? What's on your mind,
Coach D?
Phone breaking up real bad.
Call us back.
Yeah, because we can't hear you.
All right. Okay, so we talked about that. One thing we didn't do, because time is ticking.
Yeah, it is. Thank you for the clock
we never did announcements on what's going on this weekend, right?
Let's do that. I want to do this other thing too. Here's a last story that I have, and then we can get into the announcements and stuff that's happening. We talked about the road rage incident. Remember the road rage incident? What has been an arrest that was been made that has been made in that road rage incident?
And they finally gonna publish the mug.
Yeah, they published the mug shot of the individual.
He must work for ICE or something.
Well, they was first saying that he was claiming self-defense. And for those who don't know, it was a road rage incident that led to the murder of a DJ, a famous DJ, a popular DJ over at DJ Shy Guy over at 7th and Grove. Yeah. And he was murdered as a result of a road rage incident. And the person was claiming self-defense, and they have now officially charged him with second-degree murder. So that's just an update and a follow-up to a story that we were talking about in the past week. I just wanted to give that update. So what you got, Q?
All right, tomorrow turkey giveaway.
Okay.
2 to 6 Saturday market shops, right? Mm-hmm. It is in both
Saturday shops.
Saturday shops.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Saturday morning shops.
No, just
Saturday shops. With Bo Williams, the city, everybody. So from 2 to 6. Rod Wave turkey giveaway on Sunday. What else we got going on?
Oh, I can give you. Let me see. Let me look at my list. The Community Tech Day.
Yes.
So tomorrow is the Enoch Davis takeover.
Yeah.
We're going to be at Enoch Davis taking over for the Tampa Bay Urban Futures Festival. Mm-hmm. And so come out. It's a free festival, free Community Tech Day, creative workshops, panel discussions, and the first ever Tampa Bay Urban Futures Comic-Con. And so the Tech Day presentation will be happening, like it's a whole schedule. You can go to TBUF Fest, TBUF Fest Yeah, I'm gonna put it in the chat. But we've been talking about it. But definitely come over to Community Tech Experience. It's Saturday, which is tomorrow, 12 to 4. Enoch Davison, a family-friendly tech event featuring AI technology, drone programming, 3D printing, aviation simulators, as well as entrepreneurial tech. There'll be MetaQuest VR. Hands-on demos, community partners, and youth innovation. So make sure that you register also. Go to tbufest.com and you'll be able to register for that as well.
Yours truly will be the hosting and moderating a conversation around youth and AI and education. So y'all come on out, bring your family, friends, or come by yourself. It's gonna be something for you to be able to do.
Yeah.
We're gonna be there from 11.
Yeah, we're gonna be there all day, man. That's why I said it's takeover. It's a takeover. So, and it's a part of the program. There's a re-envisioning our urban environment conversation that's happening at 1, being hosted by PDAP. It's a powerful conversation on how art, design, and collaboration can reshape the way we build our cities. It's going to be a great panel discussion moderated by Teresa Lynn Morris, who's the founder of Inspiring Health Collective Advocacy Alliance. Admission is free. However, donations are encouraged because y'all know we're not getting a lot of support for these things.
I love the 90s party will be next week. Get your tickets there.
I heart the 90s, and I do.
Yeah, I do too. I do.
I really do.
And also I had something, but I can't even think of it now.
Which one?
It'd be like this.
I was going to say, get your coffee.
Okay, from Urban.
Yes.
She back?
Yes.
Yeah, she back. Yeah,
y'all told me something I ain't know.
Yeah, she back. So pull up.
That's what we need to meet at today then.
Okay, I mean, set it up.
Ain't no whiteboard.
And then also just want to remind y'all, man, that again, Mr. Edmond alluded to it. There's ships in the Caribbean, but they're not there to provide help to Jamaica.
I'm telling you, man, I've been pointing that out because I feel that those ships should be coming bringing support.
Yeah.
And since they ain't, we need to bring support.
And while you're talking about support, we're still doing the drive for Jamaica.
That's right. So we're teaming up with local partners to launch this urgent disaster relief drive. I see stuff coming in here at the station. So thank you for those who have dropped off donations. We appreciate that. You can drop off donations here at the headquarters of 99 Jams. You can take it to church with you over at Bethel Community Baptist Church, or you can take it to Taste of the Islands as well. You can also, if you want to give a monetary contribution, you can go to 99jamstheberg.com, hit that donate button and tap in, man, and support. Also, we want to let you know if you're a candidate and you're running for office in 2026 and you're looking for a way to connect with the people, not just the voters, but the actual community, you can do that by subscribing. 99 Jams has a space for you. You can underwrite a show, build your audience, and share your message. Your message stays local, your support strengthens Black media, and your campaign will get consistent visibility. If you want to reach the people in the Tampa Bay area, hit us up at 99 Jams, the Bird.
Big shout out to Mr. J.
We got about 6 minutes. Do we got to ask Qiana or no?
We do.
Can we do it?
It's so crazy. Though. This is I'm going to let you decide.
Okay.
This is crazy to me. Hold on. Let me see. But I'm just in that space today, so pardon me, y'all. I don't mean to invalidate your Ask Qiana letter. Every letter is important, and we appreciate
but we might
not the people. I'm talking about the writer because they might be listening, waiting for me, and I'm like, this is crazy. So Ask Qiana brought to you by OCGC.coop. So Qiana, my baby daddy and I aren't together, but we do have a child. Of course, it's your baby daddy. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I recently got out of a toxic relationship where my boyfriend became physically abusive. My child's father knew things were going on, but he never stepped in or checked on me, not even for the sake of our child. Now I'm wondering, was I wrong for expecting him to do something, or is he wrong for staying out of it? I get that we're not together, but I'm still the mother of his child. Don't I deserve at least some protection or concern? I'm not asking for him to play hero, but shouldn't he care enough to say or do something? Who's wrong here? Me for expecting it or him for doing nothing?
He don't have to say nothing. It'll tell you, to be honest, is like you stay out of people's business because he hop in, you decide to still stay with them, and now there's a different kind of tension that's happening. Now, it sounds like y'all must have had some type of conversation because he knows about it. Him giving you advice like, hey, you need to leave or something like that is really all he can do at that point, because once he step in, he does put himself in another situation. Only thing I would have suggested that he go ahead and take the baby out of the situation, because you're grown, you're going to decide to do what you want to do regardless. And so and when you was ready to leave, you left.
There you have it. Yeah, no, that's right though. Mr. Edmond, what's your thoughts on that, man?
What Q said.
Exactly what Q said.
I mean,
just like that.
Yeah. No, that's right though. That's absolutely right.
Like, I mean, because people,
yeah, you're right. I mean, you mad with him today, and he come in and he play hero tonight,
right?
And then in the morning, y'all back together.
And what you can endure, other people can't, right?
Okay.
And so, like, what I say, I will never put up with. You may, and then y'all
you have a higher tolerance,
right? And then y'all may work this out,
right?
You know what I mean? Y'all may figure out how to make this work in jail, and then he done got in, and not everybody looking at each other crazy.
Not everybody in jail?
I say jail.
G-E-L,
yeah. But not everybody,
so
yeah.
Oh, you be said it's not his relationship, it's yours. Coach D says nope, because if you stayed with that guy and you didn't, because you stayed with that guy and you didn't walk away.
It is. It's different if you were out in public or somewhere else where somebody can physically see it. Somebody step in at that point, and people don't want to do that either because they're losing their lives.
We saw a man get murdered for that. I remember when Professor Mack was on. There was a clip where there was a man and woman fighting at a gas station. A bystander intervened. The boyfriend shot the bystander, and the girl got in the car with the shooter, and they both drove off.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So come on, you got to pick your struggle, man. Not saying that you stand around and just watch abuse happen, but be mindful of how you intervene. And I'm with you.
And stay ready.
And you got to stay ready, so you don't have to get ready. But also, I want to say thank you in the time that we got left as well. To those who have been watching our city council watch parties. And so we have a new segment on the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. We're actually working to try and figure out how we schedule it. I'm thinking we probably can do them on like Tuesday and Thursday mornings. But we want to keep our community engaged in what's happening, decisions that are being made around our city. And so we're
bringing the meeting to you.
And yes, since you won't go to the meeting, we'll bring the meeting to you.
Right? And people tapping in.
Yeah, and people are tapping in. And that's why that's the point. I really wanted to just thank those who have tapped in. People have been saying, they've been helpful. They appreciate it.
Learning. People sharing stuff with me that we've been sharing.
Yeah.
Well, you feel that great out yet? My dog, man, appreciate you, B.
Yeah.
My dog just text me. Yeah. You feel it out yet? No.
Yeah. But they're making sure that we do what we're saying, and I appreciate that. But we want to just make sure that we get the information out. So the last one that we did, I think, might have been the Youth and Family Services Committee meeting.
Yes, thank you for that one, because that helped people understand how the sausage is made.
Yeah, and so we got that one. And then we also going to do a special one on Monday night with the president of the One Community Grocery Co-op. We're gonna send y'all a link. And so we're going to go back and we'll watch the replay of the vote that happened where the co-op was not supported. And so we're going to watch that together with the president, because when we will watch, we were sitting there in the council chambers live, and as the presentation is being made, like we were making comments like, well, that ain't actually, or that,
right.
And so we're going to commentate. We want to give you some money. We want to give you our perspective as being invited to that meeting, what our experience was, and also allow you to see the full context, because what you saw was the vote. You know what I mean? And so, and some people was like, oh, well, you didn't see the whole thing. Again, you don't know what happened before the no vote got there. We're going to show you. So I just wanted to say thank y'all for tapping in, and go back if you haven't seen them. Some feedback, I gotta label them a little bit better. I've been sensationalizing the titles and people trying to figure out what day it was. Man. That's what they was like. They was like, well, what day was that? And so I hear you. I hear your feedback. I'm not invalidating anybody. We're just trying to get the information out so that we can have informed citizens as we go into this electoral cycle. No more business as usual, man, and no more just campaign rhetoric. That sounds good. Like, we want to hear solutions. We want to know exactly what the plan is and how we can be engaged as community.
And we want to tell you about our agenda.
Absolutely. I think that goes without saying, but we're going to say it loud and proud.
We're going
to say the quiet part
loud.
Thank you very much.
So everybody can hear.
Yeah.
All right, final thoughts. Well, It's not.
It's been a great week. We're gonna see y'all this weekend at Enoch Davis. Yeah. Thank y'all again. Thank y'all for calling Mr. Edmond and getting him in us. Man, it's been an amazing week, and we're gonna see y'all on Monday, man. Y'all have a great weekend. Be safe, enjoy yourself. This has been the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm your brother John.
And this is Qiana.
And I'm the one and only Mr. Edmond.
Up next is Sister Hughes. Make you lose your shoes.
And shout all around the house.
We out of here, y'all. Peace.
Bing, bing.